you guys. So, the whole reason for our Disney trip, the reason why we went, the time that frame that we went, is for this. Yeah, I know it's backwards. I'll read it to you. This is the Festival of Arts. This is so this goes on from January 13th through February 20th. And what this is, so this is a separate festival that Disney does. They do all sorts of festivals. They do a food and wine festival, and they also do a flower festival, I believe. So this one is Figment's festival, and if you're not familiar with Figment, he is a little dragon that is so adorable and so cute. I wish they had a little thing, but basically, he's a figment of your imagination. So here he is, right here. That's him, if my camera will focus on him. So, yeah, he's really cool. All right, so Epcot, I know I've been saying, like, really dogging each park is like not my favorite, not my favorite. This, when I was a little kid, was not my favorite park. But as an adult, it is my most favorite park. I could spend hours here. I could spend days at Epcot. I love Epcot. I love Epcot because of the lands. So I love it because of the world showcase. And what that means is basically it has all of these different countries. So it has China, Norway, Mexico, Germany, Italy, it has America, it has Japan, it has Morocco, it has France, it has United Kingdom, and it has Canada. Um, and I love it because each country is specifically there, like they pay Disney to be there. And so Morocco, like everything in Morocco was imported from Morocco. Like everything that you see there, like they had, like it's authentic, like authentic. And the people that work in each country is from that country. So, and they speak that language. Um, so yeah, so like Japan, everything's authentic in Japan. Everything like everything that you see, everything that you eat, everything that's imported there that you can buy there is from Japan. So that's just a little like mind blowing. It's like, what? So you can go experience these countries that maybe you may not get to go. Like, you may not be able to go to Japan or to Morocco or even to France or Germany or anything like that. And this allows you to actually get a taste, like just a sample of what that culture would be like. And that's why I love Epcot. That that is the reason. A lot of other people like it because they can drink, but I don't really drink. I don't drink at all. So yeah, so I love the showcase and a little bit about the people that work in each showcase. So like people from France, yeah, they really don't like Americans. Like they're not per se rude, but they definitely like have an attitude about them. Sorry, France. Um, I would say the most friendly would be China. China was like very, very friendly. They had very, very friendly staff there. Norway was kind of stuck up. Sorry, Norway, but y'all were like a little like bougie a little bit. And they don't hesitate to speak in their own foreign tongue, by the way. They are quick to just be like, blah, 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 like right in front of you. So, which I think is kind of rude, to be honest, because I'm like, well, if you can't speak English, then, you know. But I found Germany to be really friendly. Mexico is very friendly. I love Mexico. Everybody loves Mexico. They just love Mexico. Morocco is very friendly. Canada is friendly, but they just kind of keep to themselves. You know, the staff there, they just keep to themselves. Italy's quite fun, honestly. Italy's really, really fun. But I love Epcot. Also, they have some cool rides at Epcot. So basically, Harmonious is the show at Epcot, and there's been some like talks from Disney channels that they're going to revamp Harmonious because Harmonious has been a trash of a show. We didn't even stay for it. We didn't even see it. We saw it on like YouTube channels like this, you know, where we just watched it and we're like, cool, whatever. I mean, if you have to see it in person, that's cool. I mean, I'm sure it's a great show to see in person, but like, we were just like, we can't be bothered with this. We wanted to do other things. So, the cool thing here, the new thing here is the Ratatouille ride. Again, if you get sick, like motion sickness, do not go on this ride. I almost was like about to lose it because I was like, woo, it was way too stimulating for my eyes and for my brain and for my stomach all at once. And so I almost was like, get me off this ride because it was way, way too much for me. Um, I thought it was going to be a little different, to be honest. I thought you were going to be able to smell the bread or like feel the heat. You did feel the heat just a teensy bit, like when you were a mouse and you're scurrying along the kitchen. But I just thought it was too crazy. It was too crazy to like, I don't know. It was just too fast and too crazy for me. So I didn't like it. Everybody else liked it, but I didn't like it. And it did break down. So we had to wait for a while, about an hour, for it to get back up and running. But yeah, that is the place to be. France is, every time I go to Disney, I like try to save my stomach to eat because there's so many places in the showcase at Epcot to eat, and it is like, it's like, how do you choose? And so France is like the best to get anything. France is the place. Like, everybody wants to eat in France, and I don't blame them because they have some amazing food, like really good food. I love French food. I just love French cuisine. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I was too full to eat anything because they have the macarons, not macaroons, the macarons, the cookies, which I really, really wanted. They had like crepes, they had quiches. They have this ice cream that was to die for, you guys. They had this ice cream that was so amazing. Like, it looked so, so good. And I was like wanting it so badly, but man, I was just too full. And then, of course, Italy has the gelato. Yes. And I didn't get the gelato. I really wanted to get gelato from Italy, but I just didn't get to eat it. It was just like, oh my gosh. So also they have speed track, which we didn't get to do. And of course they have lots of other attractions, but the main attractions are the World Showcase. That's the main attraction for Epcot. But not only did you have all of those staples there to eat in the showcase, but you had even more choices to eat, and these are separate. It's in each country. They had all these artists displaying their art, and all throughout the park. They also had like Broadway people performing periodically. You could see, you could pay extra to see them, but we did not. Let's see what else. So they had all these other places throughout the showcase where you can eat extra food. Um, I mean, it's a lot of food. Like, it's a lot of food. Every country has things that they had to showcase in the showcase itself. And so, yeah, I mean, it was amazing. We did have this that's gnocchi poutine in Canada. Not my most favorite. I don't even think I like poutine, to be honest. But this was one of the first things that we had for breakfast, and it was okay. I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but it was all right. Now, these dishes, to be honest, are like enough to share, kind of share, but you're just basically gonna be like eating bites, like bite-sized bites. Um, they so when people, I was really disappointed, like with people's camera shots. So if I can just get to it. Okay, see, like this piece of cake right here, it looks huge, right? And when people were filming it and they were like, I think they just, okay, I don't like false advertisement. I don't know anyone who likes false advertisement, but I really don't like false advertisement. Like, I don't try to like make something look bigger than what it really is. And so this piece of cake looked huge on camera, especially for some of the vloggers that were like putting different like spins on it. And this piece of cake was literally the size, if I could get something that was the size of it. Like, let me see if I can find something that was the size of this stupid cake that you would receive. I wouldn't even think it was this size. This is actually big compared to the slice that you got. Honestly, like my mom even made a comment on it. She was like, do those sizes, the cake slices, look a little small to you? And I'm like, yeah, they do. If I could find something small, if I could find something small, the size of the cake piece that you would get, maybe half of this. So it's like that big. So this is my palm. So it's like about the size of my palm. Yeah, my palm's not that big, to be honest. I mean, it looks big, but it's not. Yeah, this cake slice was about as big as my palm. So yeah, it wasn't that big of a slice. And like the bread bowl, literally, not kidding you, this bread bowl from France, it had brie cheese in it, was literally that small. Yeah, it was that small. Yeah. It was the tiniest bread bowl I'd ever seen in my life. It was the size of a roll. Like just a teeny little roll, and then the cheese, I mean, you could have picked it up. It was like that big. Like it was like a tiny little piece of bread bowl. It was stupid. Like I couldn't believe it. And people are paying like $9, $7 for these tiny little bite-sized food. But I mean, it was good. Now the biggest thing was this damn cookie right here. That cookie was huge. I was impressed. I was like, damn, that sucker was this big. It was huge. Yeah, that was worth the price. That was worth it right there. And the plant-based bratwurst, my sister got that. Now that actually looked really good. I was impressed with that. That one looked really good. But, you know, if you're not a vegetarian, you probably wouldn't like it because it's got that weird vegetarian meat that's like, but my sister's okay with it. So it was really good. I'll tell you what, was this passion fruit mousse little guy. Oh man, I went hard on that stuff. That was so, so good. I loved that. Really loved that. Nobody else really liked it because it was like flan kind of, tasty. But I like that stuff. So that's just me. But yeah, I'll insert some pictures and stuff of what we ate. We didn't really get to eat a whole lot. I wish that we had, something. I wish we had more stuff that we could have eaten. We did eat this little guy right here. My mom thought it was okay. It was the chorizo and potato empanada, which was a good size. It was okay. It was shareable. That one was pretty good. But yeah, Epcot definitely. We did a 2-day Epcot trip, which is, I think you really need 2 days to really discover Epcot. But as far as the festival goes, honestly, I could skip this festival. I could skip every festival because, you're not going to be able to eat like everything. Um, and at least I wasn't able to eat everything, but I don't think these, like, we ended up opting out. We were trying to get our party together to share the meals, but they wanted to do their thing and we did our thing. So I mean, it was just one of those, like, we just couldn't get it together. So um but yeah, so Epcot is actually one of my most favorite places. I love Epcot. I would live at Epcot if I could. But yeah, so, and I like it to where, you don't always have to get Disney stuff here. You can get other stuff like from the countries themselves. They have stuff like actual clothes that you can wear that doesn't say Disney. It'll say Norway, Disney, or Japan, but I like the different shops there. Um, what else? I mean, of course there's like lots of other rides and attractions and things, but I mean that's just, y'all can figure that out. But yes, Epcot is definitely worth going. But I would skip the festivals unless you are an all-you-can-eat person. Then yeah, go ahead, hog it out. But um, yeah, just going to the regular, just Epcot and experiencing Epcot for what it is enough on its own without a festival. They also had places where you could take your picture within a picture, like the Mona Lisa was cut out so you could be Mona Lisa. Um, I wish they had a guide map on that, but they didn't have a guide map on that. So I was really pissed off about that. They had a guide map on the food, but they didn't have a guide map on where those pictures were because they were spread out throughout the entire Epcot park. So I thought that was like ball dropped on that one. So yeah, I really wish we could have done more of those. I wasn't able to get the Mona Lisa, which is the one that I really wanted, but I did get to participate in some other ones. I almost forgot. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So you were able to participate in the mural wall. So we got to paint a couple of squares from this mural. They had a couple of other murals when the festival first started. They had like a Starry Night mural, which I really wish I could have participated in that one because that's one of my favorites. But this was okay. So you get like a number and you get a paint. I had a yellow square somewhere around here. That's what I painted. And I think my mom had like part of the butterfly because hers was like a pink So yeah, so this is what we got to show that we participated in this one, that mural. So I'm not going to make a Magic Kingdom, I would say Tragic Kingdom video, because this is the day that I got sick and I had to go home from the park. But I am going to make a video about what I like and what I don't like about Disney, and tell you a little bit of information about that. So, and it does have to do with Magic Kingdom, but I was able to ride one ride before I left to the resort hotel room. We rode the one ride that everyone wants to ride, which is Pirates of the Caribbean. So I was glad that we all rode that as a family for one last time. And then, of course, I did see the Hall of Presidents, which I totally recommend. Totally. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to do a video on Magic Kingdom because it speaks for itself, but it's going to be in my other video. Alright, you guys, that's it for me. Enjoy the photos and videos afterwards. I think I might have some from Epcot. So, yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.